has tons of implications here. A storied history between both men.
Introducing first, weighing 465 pounds, from Ellensboro, North Carolina, the Southern Punisher.
Oh, boy.
Big Country!
Hey, he's a friend of yours, isn't he?
There's no love lost there, is there?
Big Country, folks, ladies and gentlemen. I got to interview him during the intermission.
Yeah, you mean you had to interview him?
He's a pleasure. I don't know. I know you two have a past, but I'm not going to let that affect me. That being said, he just wants Nefarious to be who he used to be. And he said if he has to beat him to do it,
that's just what he'll do.
He's going to beat the paint off of Nefarious, is what he told me.
Beat the paint off of him.
Yeah. Get him back to the man he used to be.
Now these two, they've been friends, they've been foes, they've been on the same side, on opposite sides. These guys have gone to war many a times, both as allies and as enemies. Is that correct?
Yes, they have, and that just goes into the long sword history between both men, which has unfortunately turned sour recently.
Now, while we're waiting on Nefarious here, let me let you guys know you can go to awcwrestling.com and donate to the Wildlife Relief Fund. I'm sorry, Wildfire Relief Fund.
Weighing 330 pounds, from a time in history you would survive, Nefarious Creedmore!
Nefarious, and as Big Country said, Nefarious has been getting into more barbaric versions of wrestling matches, and that's not what he's here to do tonight. Big Country said that's not what we're going to do tonight. It's just going to be fists and nothing else. Big Country, athletic, for his size, shockingly athletic. You, strong as all can be.
Yeah, but Nefarious, he's certainly got that psychological advantage.
You can just look at the look of pain on Big Country's face, just seeing a former friend, an ally, turn into this. There's just an awkward hush. Big Country trying to get the audience behind him. Give him that extra.
Perhaps trying to remind Nefarious what it's like to be loved.
I think that's what at the end of the day, that's what he wants. He just wants the person that used to be Nefarious back. And Nefarious and Country look to be on equal footing in the power level here, on the strength.
Country getting the advantage here early on. A small advantage, but the advantage nonetheless. Got a clean... I spoke too soon. I was going to say a clean break, but Nefarious not having that.
Nefarious not having that at all. Nefarious came here for violence. Nefarious came here for war. Country wants to kind of sort of prove to him that the tactics he's been doing, that Nefarious has been doing recently, aren't needed. Nefarious has a headlock.
Nefarious with a side headlock here.
Country fighting out of it. Both men go for a shoulder tackle and just stare at each other for a little bit. Neither of these men are moving. This is like two huge, big walls just colliding in on each other. Neither one wants to give up. Nefarious faked him out.
Nefarious not happy to oblige with one more. Gives him a right hand, and Big Country answers back.
Big Country with a huge right hand. Nefarious with an elbow. Country just laughed at him.
Country with a forearm of his own.
I don't think that's what you want to have that as a response when you elbow somebody in the face. Just them laughing at you. And he headbutts him and he laughs at him again. He's... Country going for the choke? Nope. Nefarious fought out of it, but huge shoulder block. Actually spun him almost sideways. Nefarious is outside of the ring trying to compose himself as
and Country going out after him.
Big Country's following him. Just a huge clubbing chop that just knocked Nefarious down. Another one. Looks like he's going to... Nefarious blocked the third one, and he starts biting his hand. That is... throws him into the ring post. Now, the biting of the hand's not kosher, especially now.
It is if a rabbi blesses it. That's how that works. Now, I don't know if Nefarious is a rabbi. I'm not sure.
Hopefully the referee is.
Nefarious just...
Nefarious big club to the back of Big Country as the referee's counting, and he slams him into the barrier
there. Yep.
Nefarious goes back into the ring. Bell's been rung. Nefarious correct. All right, looks like Nefarious corrected the referee to undo the ending of the match. Because Nefarious is right. He came back into the ring. The count was supposed to be broken. Meaning Nefarious doesn't want to win like that. He wants to brutalize, cause some damage to Big Country, and it looks like he's doing it right now with a baseball slide.
No, he wants to get the win over Big Country in a brutal way.
He wants Big Country laid out in a heap in the middle of the ring. Unable to get up, unable to move. This is how much bad blood is between both of these men right now. On one hand, Country wants the man formerly known as Nefarious back. Nefarious wants to destroy what Country is. Nefarious is just heavy kicks to Country all over the chest and the stomach and the back of Country, trying to get that core damaged in a way that Country can't move or pick you up. Because Country could probably pick up this building. That's how strong he is. Also, highly athletic. Let's not forget that about Country. His crowd's into it, trying to get Country pumped up. The crowd can feed you and help you. And it looks like they've helped Country up to his feet as he fights out of it. But Nefarious close up with a vicious elbow as he followed Country into the ropes. Nefarious going for a splash. And he successfully nailed the splash on a Big Country. Nefarious looking to do it again. Does it again and just shaking the whole ring with these as he's pointing to the audience, look at what I'm about to do to this man. Ooh. And he kicks him in the heel, kicks him right in the face of Country.
Big clubbing blow here. Country fighting back. Crowd getting behind Big Country here.
Country fighting back. Both.
Oh, and just a rake to the eyes.
Rake to the eyes. That's sometimes. But
Nefarious going to shoot him off here, but not going to happen with Big Country.
Not going to happen with Big Country as he gets in the stance, blocks it.
Country muscles him over back into his other corner.
Country going to go for the splash. Eats a boot to the face for trying to do that. Now Nefarious is climbing the ropes here. clothesline, knocks Country down.
Nefarious
for the pin.
Nefarious just climbing the bottom rope there, but enough to springboard himself and launch himself into Big Country.
And that was what was needed to get Country off his feet from that. Crowd trying to get Country back into it.
Nefarious, I think, grabbing him by the ear.
Grabbing him by the ear. From my angle, looking at the throw to first ball. Drops a huge leg onto the face of Country. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Country gets up at the count of 2. Nefarious, man, he's living up to the name so far.
Certainly. Country getting to his feet, though. Trying to, at least. Nefarious with the right hand. Country fighting back. Punch to the midsection. Nefarious answers back with a right hand of his own. Country again to the midsection. These guys exchanging blows now.
In the middle of the ring. Looks like Country's starting to get the advantage.
Country getting the advantage here. Several hands. Going for that choke bomb. This could be it, folks.
Is he going for the choke bomb? Is he going to hit this? Nefarious is trying to block it.
Trying to break out of it here.
But that's a strength. Oh, took 3 tries, but that's a strength of Country. Ducks a clothesline. Hits a super kick. That is what the athleticism of Big Country can do. You wouldn't think the man can do it, and bam, there he does. Both men, referees counting now as both men are down, struggling to get to their feet. Country because of the damage.
Crowd on fire now behind Big Country. Country with the cover. 1, 2, and
Nefarious got up barely at the count of 2.
Barely out of that one. I thought that was going to be it, but not quite.
Ref's hand almost hit for the count of 3, and Nefarious just got up in the nick
just
of time.
Just a 2 count from that super kick. Of course, if Big Country had gotten to him a little bit faster, it might have been the finish. Might have been the end of the match right there.
Country getting hype, trying to get the crowd into it. But Big Country, man, goes for it. Oh, no! Nefarious moved the ref in the way. Big Country just splashed the ref and Nefarious. Country can't believe what he's just done. Nefarious sidekicks Big Country. Looks like Nefarious is going for the weapon, going for the steel chair. Throws it at Big Country. Referee is down. We need another referee. Looks like Nefarious is trying to help the referee back up. Looks like he may have gotten the referee awake a little bit, as it looks like he's going to go for the pin after throwing the chair on Big Country. This can't be it. 1, 2. And Big Country got up. Big Country got up at the count of 2. Shocking Nefarious.
You got to do more than that to Big Country.
I honestly thought Nefarious... I thought he won it as he grabs the chair again. But the referee's now awake. What's this going to mean for... Country blocked it. Kicked it down. Is Country going to grab the chair? Is he going to... Oh. And he hit him with the chair. Hit him in the back. I think Country's had enough of Nefarious here.
And here's your winner by disqualification, Nefarious Creedmore.
Country arguing that he was hit with the chair first, rightfully so. Nefarious hits him in the back. Country just stared at him. I don't think Nefarious...
Sometimes things are not over here.
No, things are definitely not over. Bell's ringing right now. Both men are still continuing to fight. We need somebody in here to bring it up. As Nefarious throws the referee down to continue the brawl unimpeded. We need somebody out here to stop this fight.
Referee is out.
Referee's been thrown aside. Nefarious hit a low blow on Country.
Oh.
Looks like... Looks like Scion, Chris Phoenix, Ice Cream Truck, Mike Levy are holding... Scion and Levy are holding back Nefarious. Phoenix and Ice Cream Truck are holding back Country. Looks like Nefarious fought off through all the men to get back to Country. You're right, though, Braden. I don't know. Man, Country fought through all the men to get through, not only to Scion, but to Nefarious. Looks like Phoenix and Ice Cream Truck, the combined efforts are putting Country far away from Nefarious at this point.
Chris Phoenix checking on the referee like a good Samaritan.
Nefarious is still fighting to get at these two, and I think you're right, Braden Marshall. This story is not over by a long shot.
Definitely not.
Looks like Country's getting out of the ring now.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey. Hey, Johnson. You two don't seem to do very well with rules. So I tell you what. Here's what's going to happen. Since you can't follow the rules and use it to your advantage, as much as I love you, Country, you can't follow the rules either. I say the hell with rules. Yippee! Next AWC wrestling show, Nefarious Creedmore, Big Country, anything goes, last man standing.
All right.
Kaiju's destroying Lincolnton.
Country throwing a chair. He wants to start that last man standing match. Now, folks, as we just heard, next AWC event, Big Country, Nefarious.
Wow.
Last man standing, no rules, no nothing.
Talk about a bombshell being dropped. These guys are going to tear the whole building down.
And I think the promise was, I don't care if you tear down Lincolnton. And both of these men can.
Next time, Creedmore, I'm not going to just beat you. I'm going to kill you.
Country for some big threats, and you know what? I don't think Nefarious really wants this, because let's be honest here. This is no offense to Big Country, but he's just a kaiju monster. We have it here, folks. Next show, Nefarious, Big Country.
Last man standing.
No holds barred, last man standing match.